so this is me with no makeup on. And first of all, I just want to tell you guys that this is just the way I do my makeup, and a lot of you guys have been asking for me to do a makeup tutorial, so I just want to show you guys how I do my makeup. And this is kind of a more like, not dramatic look, but how I would wear it for like a date or something. It's not my everyday look. So the first thing I'm going to start out with is the MAC Studio Sculpt Foundation, and my color is NC44, which is pretty dark. I thought I was about to scroll to me, and y'all may think that I use a lot of this, but I really just, I don't even know. Sometimes I don't have a specific amount that I use. I just start to dot it all over my face. I start with my cheeks, and I don't want to squirt this all over myself. I start with my cheeks, and then I do my forehead, and my nose, and my chin, and then I'm just going to start rubbing it in. So go ahead and do that. And now you can see it's starting to smooth out really nicely. And, I mean, obviously, as you guys can tell, I just do this with my fingers. I don't know, I've never really liked using a brush just because I feel like it gets like most of the product is left on the brush and not on your face. And you'll notice that as you put it on, it's really wet, but it tends to dry the more you rub it in, like lotion kind of. But yeah, I just do it with my fingers because I feel like it gets it on my face a lot more smoothly, and it's just, I don't know, easier, I guess. So it's just me rubbing it in. Hold on. Oh. So you want to go ahead. I put it on my eyelids too, just because I like my whole face to be a certain color. Even though like we're gonna be putting eyeshadow on in a little bit, I still just like everything to start out as one color for my base. And you want to make sure, like, even if you have to get a little bit more, to put underneath, like down here, because you don't want to get that nasty line that like a lot of people get from not like rubbing it in all the way. So this is my face with all of my foundation on, completely covered, and it's all on my, not on my neck, but just like I showed you, underneath my chin, so I don't have a line. Now the next thing we're going to move on to is concealer, and I use the Prolong concealer from MAC also. Okay, so as you can tell that this is a lot lighter than my foundation and my face color, and I just do that because I like to have a really bright highlight, and so this is actually NC25, so my foundation is NC44, so you can tell the difference between that. And I just give it like, I try to give it half a pump, but usually a full pump comes out because I can't like be that gentle about it. And I just dip my middle finger in, and I start to do this underneath my eyelids, my eyes. Those are my eyes. And my chin, and then I like to go right here. And this looks super messy because it's basically just like paint, but this is what I do. And I kind of do like underneath my eyes, and I go down right here. So I kind of like make a big triangle, and then I put it like right here too. I don't really know if that does anything, but it's just how I've always done my makeup. And I put it on my eyelids too because this is also a primer for your eyeshadow, so it just makes it stay on longer. And I go all the way out and down, and then I'll do this on both sides. And I just kind of like, because sometimes I get like red around my nose. I don't know if that's just me, but I like it to be really nice and like concealed so my makeup won't come off. And you know it's allergy season, so as nasty as it is, I'm like blowing my nose on it. So yeah. And then I'll just start to do my forehead thing because I don't want to just like make this super boring for you guys and just keep doing the same thing on both sides of my face. So I'll just like show you. I just like mix it up and like I guess over my eyebrows, because whenever I do my eyebrows I like it to be lighter around there so it makes them like more bold. And then I just put it right there on my chin. Alright, so I finished blending in my concealer, and as you can tell I look like really kind of crazy right now, and so that's why we have powder, and that's what we're going to do next. But as you can see, these parts of my face are lighter than the others, and you can tell that I have a lot of like excess product on my hand, so I'm not going to do anything with that yet because I might need it later, except for sometimes I like to just like dip my finger in it and go down the bridge of my nose because it's just like highlights it a little bit more. And then just blend it in with whatever you do. Actually like this huge makeup kit thing, and the only thing that I've been using in it lately is just like this one really light powder that I use for my concealer part. And I got this at Ulta. It doesn't have a name, but it's just an Ulta product. Okay, as you can see, my eyes are peeking at the top of this, and it's kind of creepy. But I use this a lot, and this is just the color that I'm going to be using for my under eyes. So I'm just going to put this on my face with like a little sponge things that you get with like in powders like this. It usually comes like underneath the powder part. But I'm just going to dip that in that light powder and press it and pat it right over where you put the concealer. And I press it and pat it just because I feel like it like really sticks into your skin like that, rather than swiping it and just kind of like brushing the product on. This just really gives like, it really does like help keep your concealer stay, and I don't know, I just really like this method of doing it. And so I'm just going to continue to do that in all the places that we've highlighted. Oh, and another trick to show you is I like to put it across right here because it just gives your jaw like a more defined look whenever you put your bronzer on. It helps to counteract the bronzer, so it's like you have your bronzer and that's brown, and then like this and it's really light, so it makes your jawline even more sharp and your cheekbone even more sharp. So that's just a trick I use. So I'm going to continue to do that, and then I'm going to last put this on my forehead, just in the center part that we put concealer on, and then pat my eyelids just a little bit with whatever is left over. And maybe a little bit on the bridge of my nose. But that's it for that powder. And I'm just finishing up blending, as you can tell, just to really get a smooth finish, and then next we can move on to bronzer. So next we're going to move on to bronzer, and I just got a bunch of brushes. It came in like a big pack kind of thing. It's like bright pink and it's super cute. But it's just off Amazon.com, and I think it was like only like $10 or $15. So that was really good find, and that was really good find. Anyways, we're going to use an angled brush for our bronzer. As you can tell, obviously it has an angle. This is what I use for bronzer, and it's just Maybelline New York Fit Me. And it's actually just a powder, but I like to use it as my bronzer. And so this one's called Coconut, which is a nice name because I like coconuts. Okay, anyways, so this is going to start to look really crazy and like super dramatic at this point, but just bear with me because at the end of this look, you're going to be looking good, girl. So I dip it in the product, okay? And as you can tell, I don't dust it off at all. I want all of it to be on there. And I'm just going to put it right there. So you'll be able to see as I'm starting to do it. And I'm just going to start really blending that into my hairline too. Because I want everything to kind of like not go together, but like look sort of natural, obviously. You don't want to look like a drag queen or anything. But as you can tell, I kind of go right here. I don't know why. This is just the way I do my makeup, okay? I just have a routine, and that's how I do it. And I just blend it until I like it to where it's at. Because you know how we put like the concealer and the powder right here? I want to blend that in with this so it kind of makes like a medium color-ish. And I just put as much on there as I want until I get the look I want. And so next we're going to do our forehead, and we're just going to do the hairline of the forehead. So we're just going to start, and you want to kind of be gradual with this. You don't want to like cake a lot on there because then you're going to look like really weird or something. So this is just how I do it. And this just gives your face like more, I guess, dimension, I guess. I don't know. Fancy word. But I do that, and then I barely like tap it in the product, and then I go down the side of my nose like a couple times with that, and then I like to do the tip of the nose. Just because sometimes I put a little bit on top just if I'm feeling fancy. Okay, and then we're going to put it underneath our chin where we put the foundation earlier, and this is really going to sculpt your jawline. So we're going to do that. This is just how I do it first. I get all under there, and then I get the jawline. And then underneath right here. And you really want to blend it so you don't have any lines that you don't want. And then just blend it down to your neck. And y'all, like, some people may think that's weird to blend it into your neck, but it's really not, because you want to look good. You want to look like your skin matches perfectly. So, that's what I do. Especially if you're going to wear, like, a low top. You don't want it to be, like, bronze and then, like, white. So, just make sure you blend it good enough until you get the right color that you want. And that's bronzer. And then just something that I'm going to show you that I do really quick is, since like we've already done foundation and powder and stuff, and it's kind of, I feel like it gets in my eyebrows, and I don't like my eyebrows being white or anything like that, I just take this spoolie type thing, and I think it used to have like a big brush, or like a big stick that went on it, so it was like a brush, but I think it broke off, so I'll work with what I got. But I just do this to kind of, and it kind of like just brushes the product out of that and keeps your eyebrows in place for later. And so now we can move on to blush. And for blush, what we're going to be using is this Peachy Keen by MAC. And I'm going to be using my blush brush for this, and it's just kind of like a little round brush that goes perfectly on the apples of your cheeks. And this is still on Amazon for like only 12 or 13 bucks. So if you guys want to go check that out, I just checked it out the other day. I'm sure it's still on there. Really super cheap, and there's a ton more brushes than this that I showed you, so it's really came in handy. So I'm pretty sure I've showed you guys this blush before in my, I think, top 10 beauty favorites or something, and I'm still in love with it like a year later. So I'm just gonna, it's like a hot pink color, and I'm just gonna put it right there on my cheeks and blend it. I always blend it upwards, and I put it on the apple of my cheek and I blend up. Apple of the cheek. Blend up. And just blend, blend, blend until you got like the look that you're going for. And if you need to add more, then add more. But I think this is a really good color for anyone, but especially darker skin tones or tanner skin tones like me, just because it's hot pink and it shows up on the skin really nicely, and kind of has like a sparkle glow to it, and it's just really pretty and complements the skin really well. So that's blush. Since this is just my makeup routine, I don't do everything that I do on my face first. I still have highlighter and stuff to put on my face, like for my face part, but I don't do it until the very end. So like now I'm going to start with my eyes. And so, I just want to let you guys know I'm not doing this in a specific order. This is just how I do it. And I'm not saying this is the order y'all should go in. This is just what I've done for forever. So, just want to make that clear. As you can tell, I went ahead and did my eyebrows for y'all, so you guys don't have to sit through all that. But I did make a tutorial for you guys. If you guys want to just specifically see how I do my eyebrows, then we'll link that below. And so now we're going to start with our eyes. Now, since we already kind of primed our eyes with the Prolong concealer, we're pretty good to go. So what I would say is, since we're going to go for like a more glam look, we're going to go ahead and just go to this. So this is a Loreal, it's like a little quad, and it's called Studio Secrets, and I don't really know, this is Color Smokes eyeshadow. Forrest Smokes is the color of this little quad. So I'm going to take the lightest color, obviously, because you really want to have a good light base whenever you're going to put eyeshadows on. And so I always make the inner half of my eye a light shimmery color, and so that's what I'm going to do here. But I'm going to kind of cover it a little bit, like the front part you'll just have to see, and then like the middle part too. Really just make my eyes pop, I guess, and I'm going to start looking really funny, and obviously you're going to have some fallout because that's just what happens to girls in life. They're trying to do their makeup, and it's not going to be the most perfect thing ever, but it's going to get there because we're going to do a bunch of blending, and we're going to make it look perfect by the end of this tutorial. So that's just what I'm doing here. And that's about it for this part. Alright, so now we can move on to our next color. Don't worry and don't start stressing that you guys are looking like this right now, because you know what, we're going to look amazing in a couple of minutes. This is just, you know, all a building process. So we're going to take this kind of goldish color and put it on the outer half of your eyes. And I just like to do this to add like a little bit more color and to blend that white in more with whatever color we'll be doing next. So just like that. And sometimes I like to put like a shimmery color like towards like right here and right here, so it shines, like catches the light, and they're just like, oh girl, what's that shimmer you got on you? And it's just like, you know, it's like, you know, your job was done. So we're gonna move on to the Naked Original by Urban Decay. So I'm gonna show you that now. So here's the Naked Original palette. It's the first one they came out with, and it's by Urban Decay. And this is the one that we're going to use, like the shimmery one, and then we have like a blending transition color that we're going to use out of here too. So the two glittery ones that we may be working with today is Sin, and that's going to be the lighter one, and Sidecar, which is right here. So let's get into it. And so we're just going to go ahead and go in with Sin. I just used my finger for this part, and I'm just going to put that in between where we put the first two colors. So we're going to just kind of highlight it. It's kind of like a rosy color, and it's just really pretty, and it's like shimmery, and I just love it. So middle towards the outer part of your eye, and I'm just going to kind of wipe that off a little bit, and I'm going to dip my finger in Sidecar, and I'm going to get that on my finger, and that's also shimmery, so I'm just going to dab this right next to that, but more towards the outer side. And this is just going to make for like a really sparkly effect, and I just love it. So that's just blending in so pretty up against that other color. And so we kind of put it over that second color that we did, but that second color was more of a lighter color, so it gave a good base for this to stick to. So that's all for those two shimmery colors. Now we're going to go in with Buck, and I think it's, oh no, this is called Naked and then Buck. So these are, we're going to put this one on first in our crease to kind of give a nice starting color to blend. And then this one is going to be a deeper color to kind of really make that crease a little bit more intense. The skin right here where it creases, mine is actually down here, but I put it up here just because I have like little tiny Asian looking eyes. And I try to make them like a little bit more bigger with the way that I do my makeup. So I just put it above that just a little bit. So still focusing it in that crease also though. And we're just going to kind of start blending it up. Not all the way up to our eyebrow. Definitely don't do that. But as you can see, just like a little bit more up as how I'm doing. And you want to blend even right here for that lighter shade to kind of all become a little family, you know, and look like it goes together. We don't want that, this crazy line right here of this white eyeshadow. So we're just going to blend, blend, blend. And go up a little bit, and blend, blend, blend. And see, you can already tell that looks so much better, at least for me, that's how I feel. I just feel like it just looks so much better now. And that's all I'm doing, I'm just blending. So we have our first color to really start putting the darker colors in now. Now that that's there, it's not going to look like, bam, dark colors. It's going to be like, oh. Just dip my little brush in Buck, and this is the darker color, so it's going to kind of, this is where we start deepening the crease a little bit. So we want to be really specific that it's in the deepest, like, hollow of that crease in there. So you want to be gentle and steady with this part. Gentle and steady is the goal here, guys. So just like that. And I'm probably making really weird faces just because I feel like we all do whenever we're really concentrated on our eyeshadow, guys. So, and that's that. And here's just like a helpful hint. I have this really big fluffy powder brush that I don't use for anything, but except for whenever I feel like I'm getting like fallouts for my eyeshadow, I just go like this, and it really like takes it off, and it doesn't blend into my foundation, so that's what I like about that. This is the eyeshadow that we're going to be using, and it's just called Molten, and it's from Ulta, and yeah, it's just really chocolatey and sparkly, and it's super pretty, and I love this eyeshadow. This is just like a Clinique brush, and it has like a little bitty, not really little bitty, but kind of a circle tip. And I just use this one. This is just one that I've had for forever, and I just use this one for my crease, so that's what I'm going to use for this. And I don't know if you can tell, but this has so many gold sparkles in it, and I love it. So I'm just going to do this. Tap that-ish, and then just going to start on the outer corner, outer corner, and then just blend it into your crease. We're not going to go any higher than that at all. So do that again. And this, oh my gosh, this just adds so much pretty sparkle. I love this color. And it's so easy to build on. It's like, once you get it in there twice, and like I gotta show you guys before, no, but I'm just doing this underneath my eyes so I don't have as many fallouts. And I feel like with darker eyes, this is just what really brings out your eye color, at least for me, because it's just so pretty and dark. It's like, my eyes are like actually basically black. I feel like I'm being so dumb in this video, but I'm in a good mood, so it doesn't really matter. No, my eyes are literally basically black. Like, you can't see my pupil. But I feel like dark shadows really bring my eyes out, and my boyfriend's texting me, and sorry about that, but yeah, I feel like darker colors bring out the dark eyes, so that's why I like to wear dark eyeshadow. Now we're going to be moving on to eyeliner, and I use gel eyeliner. I used to use pencil eyeliner for forever, but I just realized that's really like, I really don't like it at all. And so I'm going to show you guys. This is just Maybelline Eye Studio, and I really love it. I've been using it for like 2 years. This was also in my top 10 beauty favorites, and you just take the little lid off, you know, you just unscrew it, you just take it off. And it comes with this little black brush, and it has this itty bitty little tiny brush up here to put it on. And a lot of people have a lot of trouble with gel eyeliners, and I just don't know why. I feel like maybe it was hard for me at the beginning. I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but honestly, it's really easy. And I like this kind because it stays on all day. And, sorry about that, but, we're just gonna go ahead and get our little brush, a little big brush, and we're just gonna dip it in here. And I like to just start out with, like, a little bit, because, I start on the outside of my eyes, and, you know, unless I have liquid eyeliner, I'm not gonna do that big of a wing, because I feel like it's just really hard to do eyeliner with a wing, especially with gel. So, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just gonna, sorry, I'm, like, trying to show you guys so I look like I'm in a really awkward position, but I'm just gonna start lining my eye, and did you see this? Can you all see that? Can you see it? Okay, so let's see if we can't get a little closer for this side for y'all. So again, I just dipped it in my eyeliner. And there we go. We just start doing it. We just really get in there, and then we mess up like that, and you know what? It's okay, because happens to everyone. Happens to the best of us, but it's nothing a little baby wipe or a little rub. Oh my god. Guys, are you kidding me? This never happens to me. It's okay. I'm not gonna stress. I'm not. And then just go all the way in. And I'll fix that in a second. And you know what? It's not even that big of a deal, because we're gonna have to put it on our bottom eyeliner. We're gonna have to put our bottom eyeliner on here. And what I do is I just take it out a little bit further. And I guess that gives me an even more Asian look. But anything I can do to make my eyes like just a little bit bigger is what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna kind of like try to get that eyeliner out of there, and then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna just try to cover that up just a teeny bit. And then we're going to do our bottom eyeliner. So basically I did the same exact thing, but I'm going to put this on the waterline. And guys, you know, this is a talk through, so this is taking, probably seems like forever, but I just wanted to be really like detailed for you guys, so you guys know exactly what I do. And I know sometimes it irritates people's eyes. I'm just touching that up. But whenever they put it on their waterline, just because it's like, I don't even know, but I feel like once you do it for a while, you get used to it. And I'm just going to blend that in. And also what I like to do is I'm just going to show you, I've already showed you guys the Naked Basics palette. So I'm just going to use the black color. You can see that really good. And I'm going to take this itty bitty little tiny brush. It has the tiniest little dip on it. And we're just going to dip it in the black and we're going to pat it onto our eyeliner because we want our eyeliner to stay. And gel eyeliner is like a little bit like wet, I guess. So it can sometimes, like whenever you like open your eyes, it can sometimes like get in that crease and make it look like really gross and like you don't know how to do your makeup. But I'm going to try to make as many weird faces for you guys because I really don't realize that I'm making all these weird faces. It's just like, I'm realizing it now because everyone's watching me. But that's what I do, and this brush is so good for this little part because it's so tiny. And honestly guys, if I was going on a date, I would be putting eyelashes on right now. But that's going to be saved for another video because that's also something y'all have been asking for. And I think that it was like probably one of the most things that I looked up. No, but one of the things that I would like always search for, like, how do I put on eyelashes? Because I really, whenever I was younger, I feel like all of us, every single one of us wanted to know how to put on fake eyelashes. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm using this faint color that we use for our brows, and I'm taking this tiny one. I'm just kind of like acting like it's eyeliner, and I'm putting it on over, because it kind of smokes it out and gives you that really kind of sexy, smoky eye. And for those of you with brown eyes, I mean, this really does the trick. I'm just taking this. I've never used this before. Looks like it's got some eyeshadow on it, but I'm going to clean up this. It's just laying here, so I decided to clean it up with that. But, yep, that's just what we're doing right here. And just do it until you have your desired look. So I'm pretty Gucci with this right here. And, you know, I may or may not, you know, just dip that back in with the black and go over it in the corner because we obviously want the corners to be the darkest. Duh. And that should stay on there. And then just go under, and we're good. Now we're off to mascara. So, this is the mascara I use. And I'm about out on it, but it is a really good one. And it's, oh my god, what is up with me? I'm like having so many malfunctions. Oh my god. This never happens to me. It's just probably because I'm nervous because like, I'm on camera. No, I'm kidding. But this is Colossal. I think it's Maybelline Colossal something. But yeah, this is what I use for my eyelashes. And it just makes them really full and thick. So I'll show you how to do that now. Okay, so I'm just going to take it and this is what I do. I just kind of shake it through my eyelashes, I guess. And because you really want it to catch every single lash. And then I'm just going to go ahead and get the bottom ones just like this. Just like this. and voila, you look like a diva. No, but now we're going to move on to our highlighter, and yeah. Woo! Okay guys, this is probably my favorite product ever, just because it's a happy booster. That's what it really is. It makes you happy and it smells really good, and it's like, it's a physician's formula. It's probably like $12 for this, which is kind of a little bit expensive if you're getting drugstore makeup, but it seriously may be all in my head, but I get happy when I put this on. And it smells really good, and it makes your face glow like no other. You look like J-Lo after you put this on, so I'll show you how I do this. Okay, so I'm just going to take this fan brush, and it's just the tiniest, cutest little itty-bitty thing, and this, oh my god, I have to show you guys this. So these are a bunch of little tiny baby hearts. Isn't that cute? And so you just swirl it down around in those little baby hearts and get it all over that little baby fan brush, and this is what you do. Cheekbones. You get them cheekbones. And what I like to do, just because this just makes me so happy and it makes me glow, right there, yeah. And it just really puts a really nice glowy sheen. That just fell out on me, but you know, it's okay because it's going to make me even more happy. And I put it on the bridge of my nose, in the center of my forehead, and in my chin, and in my cupid's bow. And guys, can't you just tell how pretty? I don't know if this is really doing it justice on how good this looks in person, because I look like, I don't even know what to say. Just kidding. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wait, is it even on that side? Oh, it's on this side. Sorry. It's called Flirt, and I really honestly don't know where this is from. But it's called, if you guys want to know the color of it, it's 22 Sweet Desire. And it is just, oops, didn't mean to do that, but yep, don't know what to do about that. But it is just this really nice, really used color, and I'm going to put it on the cheeks of my cheeks, We're going to swirl, and then we're going to go cheekbones. Cheekbones is what'll make you go from not to hot. And then I'm just going to do that in the same places. And then, I don't know why I like highlighters so much, but I do. They just make me feel like I can do anything, you know what I mean? And so we're going to move on to the next highlighter. But this is just a little bit. But this is the Revlon Photo Ready, and it is in Pink Rose. And it has a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter, which really I only use the highlighter in it because it is so good, and it makes your cheekbones look as high as, I don't know, it's super high, but it makes them look high. And so I'm going to show you how to use it. You don't have to do every step to get this look. You don't even have to watch this video to get this look. You can take whatever things you like that I did out of it, maybe use different colors. Depending on your skin tone, you can use lighter colors if you're lighter than me. You can use darker colors if you're darker. But really, like, whatever things that you liked that I did out of this, just use those things. You don't have to do every single thing just to look exactly like this, you know? Everybody has different faces, and it's not going to look the same on you guys as it is on me. So just work with your face and try to, you know, study yourself in the mirror and know what places you need to put what where to make yourself look how you want to look. So I'm going to take this little baby brush again and dip it only in this little, bitty white little triangle. And then we're going to put that same spot, but I'm only going to put this on my cheekbones now. And that, guys, is it, really. And this is probably a really long video just because I wanted to be detailed for you guys, but it's my first month, so I'm doing what I can out here in the streets. I'm just kidding. No, I'm sorry. But, yeah, this is my makeup tutorial. But right before you go, we're going to go ahead and do our lips, duh, because I totally forgot. But this is MAC High Tea, and this is like my all-time favorite lipstick ever. So we're just going to go smack that on. All I did was put like a little bit of chapstick on earlier, and I didn't line my lips or anything because this is, okay, this, I don't know what to tell you about this. It's the most beautiful, it's amazing. I just love it so much. Especially, guys, I think it looks really good on tan skin. I just really do. It's like, it smells amazing too. I'm sorry. I had to put that on so you guys could see what it looks like. I just really, really love this color. It's like, what is it called? It's like a moisturizer, but it's a lipstick all in one. And I don't know what to tell you about this. It's amazing. It really is like a chapstick slash lip gloss slash lipstick slash moisturizer. It is amazing, and I love it, and I recommend it. And guys, that's this makeup look. Okay guys, well that was this makeup tutorial, and I hope you liked it. This is my first one. You guys have been asking for how I do my makeup, and you know what, I gave it to you. This is a glam look. It's not my everyday look, obviously, but I just really wanted to show you guys how I do my makeup and give you guys an idea of, you know, different ways you can use makeup to make yourself look good. So I hope you guys liked it. Thumbs up this video if you like this video. Comment below if you guys want more videos like this. And you guys seem really, really close to me on my Instagram. So, you know, keep commenting video ideas that you guys want. I'll link all the, you know, links to my other social media stuff down below. And also the eyebrow tutorial that I didn't show you guys in this video. But you guys can go look that up. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. And I'll see you next time.